an organic growth business. That we just made a decision that said we just won't hire externally and bring people into any management or high performance kind of roles. We will make a decision as a business to organically grow only. Liv, who now does social media, is our brand manager. Well, Liv started in the field and did sales. Kirsty, who's our talent manager, well, she starts in the field and she does sales. Yeah, the guys that are progressing and running our sales teams, they start entry-level sales. What's the benefit of that? Well, the benefit is we have a no hypocrite policy. That no one can ever teach from a place of opinion. It can only come from a place of advice, because everybody was new once upon a time. Yeah, we had a first day and a second day and a first week, and we had a bad day and good days, and we've changed campaigns. We've been through all the challenges that you might go through. You're not going to hear from someone who hasn't been where you are. No hypocrite policy, very rare in business today. The second thing it does is it protects culture, because it rewards ambitious people that add value. Yeah, we're not going to recruit somebody overview. If you've got a desire and you're adding the right value and you're doing the right things, there's a pathway for you here in our company. Yeah, you won't. We're not going to put an ad up for the position that you're gunning for. Does that make sense? You will never see that ad. That ad won't come from our business. Yeah, so it protects culture because it means you know that if you do the right things, you do it for a right period of time, and you align with our values and what we're all about, well then you're going to get rewarded. That protects the culture. What's the risk for us? The risk of having an organic growth culture is that everyone is learning at every level. And that's a really big risk because it opens up judgment, yeah? Where you can forget that we're an organic business and you can start to assess people based on their ability, even though they might be learning at that new responsibility that they have, yeah? So, for example, it's very easy for you to maybe make judgment on the trainer that you have or the leader that you have. And you could very quickly forget that maybe not so long ago they were in the same position as you and they're now just learning in that current role. Does that make sense? So if you're going to love it, you need to love it for everything. So what's our solution to the risk? Up and down empathy. Up and down empathy means that you have empathy for where you've been and where you're going, not just where you've been. And it's a really mature mindset that you need to have to do this, right? Now having empathy for where you've been is easy, because that's what empathy is. You can feel how that person's feeling because you've been there before, you've experienced it, you get it, you put yourself back in that situation. You need foresight, empathy for where you're going. So empathy for being new and being nervous, we've all been there, it's easy. You need to look at your goals, yeah, and you need to start to have empathy for what's it going to be like for me when I'm a leader? You know, what are the challenges I'm going to go through, so how can I be patient with the person who's coaching me? You know, what's it like for Josh running such a large sales team, learning about the back end of the business and having to still balance sales and teaching and training and learning new skills? What's it like to be Josh? And if I want to be there one day, geez, I better be patient with him while he's learning. What's it like to be Eddie? You know, to have to deal with so many different personalities and learning styles and people who react different to different information. You know, when you start to run a team of 5, 6, 7, 8 people, this is what happens. You say one thing to one person, they think it's the greatest news ever, they get so motivated that they jump up and down, they go on to their best day ever. You say the exact same thing in the exact same tone with the exact same words to somebody else and they cry. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? What happened is people management, we're all different. So as a leader, you've got to learn how to treat everybody different. That's hard. It takes a little while to understand. Yeah. And people don't have empathy that goes up, they only have empathy that goes down. Yeah. So as a business, if we want to grow, we need up and down empathy, where you've been but also where you're going. Okay, if you want to be part of the growth, it's going to be really important. I'm sure no one ever stops to think about me and has empathy for me. Yeah. Well, we need that as a business. Yeah. I'm sure the owners don't even think of that. Yeah. So we need to have that empathy. Yeah.